Hey guys, Beantown Angler. In today's video, I'm going to talk about two pieces of really cool fishing gear that are both similar and they're used together to create harmony in the world. They're used to keep your... well, actually, you'll see. But first, before we talk about any gear, we have to talk about some goals that I set last year and whether or not I hit them. I actually need to go grab my goals list from last year. Alright, so this was my goal list for last year. I created it at the start of 2019 and I hung it up on my ceiling of my bed so that every day when I woke up I just look up at it. So let's see how I did. Alright, so I have 750 subscribers. We don't have that. Oh my gosh, this pen's broken. Post a video every week. We did do that, so that is a big check plus. Make good content with an exclamation point. I'd say that's up for the audience to judge, but I'd say we made some pretty good content and progressed a lot throughout 2019. Reach 500 Insta follows. Insta follows? Followers? Well, let's find out if I reached 250 Instagram followers. $460 followers. We were so close. $200 Twitter follows. I don't think we hit that either. Oops, wrong app.
What was the goal?
Yikes. 34 followers. Wow. I didn't really go hard on that one, I'd say. That's another big cross off. Have over 1,000 watch hours. I think we actually did hit that. That would be sick. Let's find out. We'll just go the last 365 days. Minutes, 65,140. So, I think 65,140 divided by 60. That's 1,085. We hit that goal. Let's go. So looking at this now, we hit 50% of our goals. We posted a video every week. We made good content, and we had over 1,000 watch hours, but we didn't hit the numerical number goal. So I'm gonna create a new goal list and hang it up on my bed again. And next year, I hope we can hit them. I'm gonna set much higher goals, and I think I didn't take steps to complete the goals every day, so I need to do that this year if I want to actually hit all the goals for the channel. So 2019 is done, and now it's on to 2020 and the rest of the video. So these are the two things that I'm going to be looking at today. We got this bubble box, which I'll explain in a minute, and then this live bait cooler by Engel. By the way, this video is not sponsored, so I can say whatever I want. I can trash on these companies, but they're actually really good. So these two pieces of gear right here are probably the two most underused just gear in general by the fishing community. We use them a lot because we like to live bait fish, but people don't appreciate, I don't think, the live bait fishing, or maybe they just don't like to do it. So Cal and Dad used this. They got it for that jetty trip on Martha's Vineyard that Cal filmed the whole video. Here's a clip.
Dad, think this will be safe?
What?
Think this will be...
And then they also use this bubble box. And the beauty of this thing is that it keeps your live bait alive for unlimited amount of time, pretty much. Essentially, just as long as you're going to be fishing, your bait will stay alive. It's just awesome. So this bubble box, I'd say it's probably 10 to 15 bucks. What it does when you turn it on, you can't see it right now, but actually, hold on. Theoretically, pretend that this is our cooler, and there's a bunch of little fish swimming around in here. So you take your bubble box, And when you put this little cork here in the water, it makes air bubbles. What that does, normally when you just have a bucket of water with a bunch of fish in it, eventually after an hour, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on the water quality or how many fish are in there, your fish will start to, the bait will just start to die. They'll start to flop over and get all depressed and it'll look really sad. But if you have the bubble box, they just swim around for pretty much days. So I'm gonna show you how this works. So you have your cooler right here. You unclip it. This cooler, by the way, is not that expensive. It's probably $40 at most. And the reason you want to use this cooler as opposed to any old Yeti, whatever, cheap cooler, is because it has this little hole right here, which for your bubble box, you take this little tube. I can take it off. You take this tube off, right, Kel? There you go. Yeah, so you take this tube off. You feed the little cork in, and you just feed the tube through. So now, when you close it, and also transporting this thing without closing it is a real hassle. So it locks shut. You can keep your bait in there. So now it's secure. You can leave it in a car. It can be juggling around. You can hit a road bump. You can crash, and the fish will stay safe. So now you feed the tube through. You put it on your bubble box. You put the bubble box in this little convenient little holder, and now you're good. So now you can put endless bait in here. It's awesome. Preferably small bait fish like shiners, butterfish. Squid are an interesting species that you should not use. Yeah, see, ideal for minnows, shrimp, and other live bait. Don't use any sort of squid in this thing though, because we tried it once, and what squid do, they're not like fish. Fish just swim around in a circle for just pretty much forever. They just swim around. But squid, instead, they just bump their heads continuously off the side. So after a day, we tried it overnight one time. We had a bucket of squid, and we had the brilliant idea. We caught them at night, and then we waited till the next morning to use them. But by the time we were up, they had bumped their heads so many times they'd pretty much killed themselves. So it's pretty messed up. But with fish, they just swim around. You're fine. Another cool thing about this, we haven't used this, but we haven't used this feature, but you can attach enclosed rod holders to the mount. So what happens is you put a rod holder here, and it literally can hold all your rods, all your live bait, and act even as a seat. So this is kind of the ultimate versatile bait cooler. So if you want to try something new, if you want to get into live bait, if you're already into live bait fishing, this cooler right here is amazing. We couldn't really, live bait fishing before this thing was a real hassle, just with your normal buckets. But this thing is unreal. I'm going to link everything below along with the bubble box. The bubble box is good even if you don't buy the cooler. It works on its own. And if you want to try live bait fishing, you should totally go for it. Shiners, this thing works for freshwater. It's got a lot going for it, and it's not too expensive. So if you want to get it, it's an awesome piece of gear that people aren't talking about, they're not using. I haven't seen them anywhere. It's a cool little thing to have, to outfit for your fishing, to get someone as a gift. It's awesome. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This has been an episode of the Beantown Angler. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to watch more videos like this every week and to never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. This is pretty big. So this is the piece of gear that I'll be reviewing alongside with this bubble box. And now my face is probably blocked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me redo this.
All the leaves are gone, I don't give a f. Let the winter come on, I think think I'll try my luck.